Arsenal have ended January with a bang, securing a win at Forest for the first time since 2016. This game was far from simple, so from Mikel Arteta's new plan for Emile to understanding the secret behind Gabriel Jesus, finding out what happened with Alexander Zinchenko, and revealing Arsenal's deadline day business. As per, let's break it all down and discuss the 5 things we learned from Nottingham Forest 1, Arsenal 2. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Baz14, welcome back to your boys channel, and I know you guys are sensational because Arsenal have made it back-to-back wins. As per, don't forget to smash a like on the video if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel if you're new, as we are only 11,000 away from the big 200k. Let's start and go off with understanding Gabriel Jesus. Arsenal's number 9 is a very intriguing player, with the skill and flair of a true Brazilian. But the one problem Arsenal fans have had is the fact that he's not clinical. Compare him to Erling Haaland and the movement isn't far off, but in front of goal he's never been deadly. In this game though, he dropped an 8.5 performance, 1 goal alongside 1 assist, 3 successful dribbles, 1 big chance miss, 64 touches and 25 accurate passes. Jesus also won 5 ground duels. He now continues his fantastic record of having never lost a Premier League match in which he has scored in. Now up to 60 matches, 55 wins and 5 draws. The one thing you have to say is Jesus caused chaos, winning more duels than any other Arsenal player with 7 out of 13. After the game there was a very intriguing quote, saying, "I think I can change my mindset and I think I will be in the box more. I will try everything to score." 3 goal contributions in his last 2 games. 4 Premier League goals all season. Jesus has actually had an XG of 5.38, missing 6 big chances and only having a 10% goal conversion. As Arsenal fans, we need to come to a stage of acceptance. While Jesus will never be a 1 chance 1 goal player, in this current Arsenal team he will always offer more than he takes away. How many Arsenal attackers are able to generate as much mayhem in the final third? Gabriel Jesus is always in the headlines. Looking at his goal where it started from, collecting the ball out wide from a lovely fast throw-in, it's only a matter of time before Arsenal do sign a top number 9. But could Gabriel Jesus have a future out wide? Having played for Man City as a left and right winger, that ability to beat his man is very much a winger-esque. Talking of wingers though, we need to focus on the star boy. Bukayo Saka dropping an 8.2 rating and scoring the match-winning goal, alongside 72 touches, 38 passes, 4 key passes and 6 ground duels won. Bukayo is slowly becoming Mr. Inevitable for Arsenal. That's now 20 goal contributions in all competitions. Saka becomes the first Arsenal player to record 10 plus goals and 10 plus assists in all competitions in 2 consecutive seasons since Alexis Sanchez did so in 2014 to 2017. The Arsenal number 7s have always been shining, and in terms of the Premier League, Saka now has 14 direct goal involvements. Not only is he Arsenal's highest goal scorer, but he's also got the most assists. In a league where you've got Erling Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne and Mo Salah, Bukayo Saka is becoming that guy for Arsenal, because not only does he score goals, but just like in these games, those goals are always decisive. We need to focus on something specific though. Bukayo Saka's fantastic creativity numbers, with 7.13 expected assists, 11 big chances created and 2.8 key passes per game. It's a clear evolution from the year before, where despite getting 11 assists, Saka had a lower expected assists and less big chances created. What that shows is responsibility. Bukayo realizes how important he is for this Arsenal team. That's why he demands the ball so often, because he knows he's got the ability to change the game. This video is brought to you by the wonderful people at Stocks FC. And trust me, you'll want to know about this. Stocks FC is a football stock market where you can buy, sell and trade stocks in the player, just like in a regular market. But the catch is it all comes down to your football knowledge. The benefits are potentially massive. From short-term winnings like your player doing well and then you selling, to longer-term rewards where you've trusted the process on the player and now he's starting to deliver. The aim of the game is to buy low and sell high. And these are the players that I'm looking to add to my portfolio. From Gabriel Martinelli, whose recent upturn in form has seen his price rise, to even James Maddison, who's returned to Spurs from injury and could have a massive impact. I'm also thinking Mohamed Kudus, who's back for West Ham after AFCON and has had a very good price this season. There's many rewards up for grabs, either win weekly when your players do well, or if they enter the team in a week, alongside monthly rewards for the team in a month, and long-term rewards if they finish in the team of the season. So click the link in the description and sign up to Stocks FC, because not only are there potentially massive rewards, but just the fascination of buying into a player and really testing your football knowledge makes this a really fun way to spend your time. Moving on to the second thing, patience pays off. Playing against Nottingham Forest has always been difficult for Arsenal. Without a win there since 2016, go back to the game at the end of last season. Despite having nearly 80% of the ball, Arsenal could not score. There was a similar theme in this game, where in the first 29 minutes, Arsenal made 107 final third passes to Nottingham Forest's 1. Look at these numbers here and it will tell you the entire story. With Forest's defensive action heat map almost all around their box, one of the lowest blocks that Arsenal faced all season. But here's where I want to make things clear. When you look at Arsenal's average positions, you'll notice how high the team was, with Saliba and Gabriel both in the Forest half. Arsenal were pressing fantastically, straight from the get-go, an aggressive man-to-man press. Mikel Arteta's men gave Forest no option. breathing into their faces, giving them no time. Look at the way Arsenal were able to dominate. 74% possession, 678 passes completed, and a whopping 105 final third entries. Control is massive for Mikel Arteta, and the field tilt shows that. Despite a late surge, Arsenal had 85% in total. Mikel Arteta realises at these really tough away grounds, if you're able to gain control, not only can you stifle the opposition team, but likewise kill their atmosphere. Go back to the game against Everton earlier this season. Another very professional Arsenal performance. In this game, Arsenal had a 1.46 total XG, limiting Forest to 0.42, a very hectic ending with a very clear narrative though, with Forest not having a single shot on target in the first half. Arsenal for most of the game were in complete control. A main reason why is the captain Martin Odegaard, dropping an 8.1 rating with a 0.6 expected assist, 93 touches, 71 accurate passes, 4 key passes and 1 big chance created. We have to talk about this guy's recent surge of creativity. Since the international break, Odegaard's been averaging 3.55 key passes per game, 10.4 progressive passes, as well as a whopping 5.27 expected assists in the last 11 games. The stats show that he's been unlucky, with 3 assists being well below his expected number. Foden, Maddison, Doku, Neto and Bukayo all have more assists, despite having less expected. In a weird way, by dropping Odegaard deeper, he's been able to find more space. We are now seeing a more natural version of our captain. And after the game he says we have to win basically every game. Moving on to the third thing Mikel Arteta is learning. There was massive news before the game, and that was regarding Emile Rowe, involved in the start lineup for only the second time of the season. Look at this surprising stats. Rowe's last Premier League starts have all come in different calendar years. From Newcastle in May 2022 to Sheffield United in October 23, there was massive expectation going into this game, with Rowe dropping a 6.9 rating and playing 71 minutes, 48 touches and 42 passes at a 93% passing accuracy. After the game, Mikel was full of praise, saying it's a joy to watch Rowe play football. He's a tremendous player and you have to see the way he moves. He looked exactly the same he looks in training every time we put him in. He's really put his head down and his attitude's been really good. For many weeks we've heard of the rumours. Rowe's been working hard in training and he's been catching the eye. This game showed that Mikel Arteta is changing. We're often criticised for not giving players chances. By starting Rowe after all of the praise, it shows that he is a man of his word. That creates an example for any Arsenal player in the fringes. Train at the right level when training, and the pathway to the first team will be there. The performance was not amazing, but I'm very excited going into the future. Rowe offers his Arsenal team a different profile. Not only a natural ball carrier, but it's those combination plays that he thrives at. With the amount of deep blocks that Arsenal are facing nowadays, a returning Emile Rowe with confidence could take Arsenal to a new level of fluidity. A certain Kai Havertz though has also been in the headlines, with confirmed reports coming out before the game. The Havertz is Arsenal's highest earner, reportedly earning a basic wage of £275,000 a week. Arsenal fans were very sceptical. How can a player be earning that level of money, yet not even be a guaranteed starter, nor your best player? In this game, Havertz came off the bench and made an impact, winning the header for the second Arsenal goal, then dummying the ball to let it go to Saka. But the price tag poses the question of what has Mikel Arteta seen? Is it the versatility, a player able to play in midfield, up front and out wide? Or is it the physical potential? Described earlier in the week by Alexander Zinchenko as a giraffe, Havertz being 6'4" makes him different to the other Arsenal attackers. It's those Man City games where he's been a real difference maker. An assist in the game the Emirates, alongside a decent performance in the Community Shield. Prior to signing Havertz, Arsenal had only beaten Man City 1 time out of 9. Since signing him, it's been 2 times out of 2. Moving on to the fourth thing, the heated ending. The Arsenal fullbacks have always been very important. On one side, the versatile Ben White, on the other, the inverted Zinchenko. In the game itself, they were both fine. White dropping a 7.3 rating in 90 minutes, and Zinchenko dropping an 8.1, with a whopping 123 touches and 100 accurate passes. But things got heated after the game. White approaching Zinchenko in a very angry way, clearly having a go at him because of the Forest goal, where you can clearly see that Arsenal were trying to play a high line, but Zinchenko was deeper than the rest of the Arsenal defenders, keeping the Forest player onside. Mikel Arteta was not too concerned after the game, saying that's pushing each other, not being happy at conceding, and I have to encourage that and promote it in the right way and respectful way. Sometimes after the game it's emotional and heated, but I love that. The players are pushing each other and demanding excellence. This was the prime example of Mikel Arteta's new competitive environment. Gone are the days of Arsenal being a team full of nice boys. These guys are perfectionists. But for the goal itself, I'm actually looking at someone else. The performance of William Saliba, who dropped a 7.3 rating, winning 6 out of 9 ground balls alongside 86 accurate passes. There's no denying that he was bullied by Awani, pushed away way too easily. Saliba is a very sharp defender, but in terms of natural strength, that's where Gabriel was definitely better. But there's nothing wrong with that. The best centre-back partnerships are all complementary, and Arsenal have 2 of the most balanced in the league. Moving on to the 5th thing, the biggest month of the season. In a game that Arsenal had to win, not only did they break the City ground curse, but also initially close the gap in the title race. Since then though, Liverpool have smashed Chelsea 4 goals to 1, City doing similar to Burnley 3 goals to 1, leaving this as the current standings. Arsenal in 3rd, City in 2nd, Liverpool in 3rd, a total of 5 points separating. You could see the passion in the Arsenal players after the game, and this is why. We are now involved in an intense title race. Two teams that may have more experience, but Arsenal have the fearless youngsters. But what about the difference makers? Saka, Saliba and Rice are fantastic players, but can they compete with Van Dijk, De Bruyne and Haaland? Arsenal fans were looking at the transfer market, but that is now coming to a close. Deadline day is here, and the only breaking news we have is Arsenal youngster Lino Sosa is going to Aston Villa, an exclusive broken by Fabrizio Romano, alongside rumours of Charles Sago Jr. also going to Swansea. In terms of incomings, Mikel Arteta has spoken, who said it wasn't possible to do any deals in January. We didn't have the capacity to improve the team in the way that we wanted to improve it, so we decided not to do something yet. In a window that's always about opportunities, there weren't any there. Think about all of the other big clubs. Who have they even signed? The fact that we're at deadline day and no one's talking about it. This has been one of the most quiet windows we've ever seen, but Arteta says we have one of the thinnest squads in the league. And when you talk about numbers, especially in certain areas, we are really thin. Fans are allowed to be concerned, especially defensively. A lack of cover behind Saliba and Ben White could be eased by the return of Yuri Timber. But what's happening in terms of Thomas Partey? Not quite fit enough for this game, Arteta confirmed before. He's always looked strong and very good, that is not the issue. It's that we need him. We need him fit and available because he makes us better. We are better when Thomas is in the team. This guy is not far away. When Liverpool around the corner, it looks like he's going to be involved with the squad. But Arsenal fans will also look at the attack. City have Haaland, Liverpool have Salah. Who is going to be Arsenal's go-to player? Because for a team that scored 88 goals last season, a record for the club over the Invincibles, there's no denying of the talents. Arsenal have also created the second most open play chances in the league this season, only behind Liverpool. That's going to be the focus over the weekend. Jurgen Klopp's men are coming to the Emirates Stadium. Mo Salah is confirmed to be out. Losing in the FA Cup was painful, but now Arsenal have an opportunity, not only to get some sweet revenge, but close the gap to only 2. That is the video there and there though, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to smash a like and also subscribe to the channel if you are new. Don't forget to also check out Stocks FC, the links is down below in the description. I think you guys will really enjoy it. But that was the 5 things we learned from Nottingham Forest 1, Arsenal 2. Another massive victory and a massive month looms. February is here and Arsenal have some big games coming up, which we're going to talk about. So until then, I'll see you next time. Take care and no thanks.